Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Digital Titans. This would be a session which is a part of Tuesday Toolkit, which we have launched recently, which would be talking about a new tool each Tuesday to make it very easy for digital marketers not to get overwhelmed and only use tools use a handful number of tools and get the maximum amount of work done and less hassle. On that note, try understanding this situation. And if you look at the situation around the world today, we have a lot of products and services to be promoted among a lot of platforms, and users are different on each of these platforms. Now, how do you cater to each of these different audiences on different platforms using one Instagram account? Now, to simplify this, I have one Instagram account that I would want to promote my products and services. Now, people on Instagram are of different sorts. Now, some of them may be interested in looking at videos. Some of them may be interested in looking at physical listings. Now, some of them don't want to spend so much of time or give so much of attention, so they just want to read a blog post or something like that. Some of them don't want to do anything rather than looking at a bunch of pictures on my Instagram profile. Now, how do I cater to all these different kinds of people using one platform called Instagram, where I just have one slot to put in my link, and which means the URL of the website? Now, using this one link, which I can only advertise to showcase one page, how do I cater to these multiple kinds of people on this platform called Instagram? Now, that's one situation that we would be debunking today and trying to understand how do I get the most done from this one slot that I have to put in my URL, and how do I maximize my visibility on, and how do I send people from Instagram to all different channels, like YouTube or my website or back to my Instagram profile, or let's say another video platform. Now, how do I send people to all these different kinds of channels that I run for my business? Now, that's exactly what we would be looking at now. So let's get started. What are we waiting for? Now, before we try to look at what the different platforms are, now this was just a trial that I was trying with another platform. Now, let's say this is my URL, which is unbrandmeasia.com. Now, this is my website, and I've submitted that. Now, just to show you a glimpse of my website, not a great looking website, but it's not too bad either. I would want ideally Instagram to show different slots where I can put different product URLs. Now, one for beauty, one for shoes, one for handbags, one for t-shirts, and one for jeans or camos. Or I just want different slots to be given to me so that I can advertise different kinds of product ranges that I have. Unfortunately, as the saying goes, you can't have everything. Now, you only have one slot that Instagram gives you, and what are you going to do about it? That's where we come into picture. And what we would be introducing you today to is a tool which is called as Tap.Bio, which is Tap.Bio. So let's look at what this tool is all about. Now, this tool is something like a link tree, and there is also another tool called Linktree, but which had a lot of confusion around it. Some people say you can use it, and some people say Instagram blocks your account, or Instagram does not encourage you to use Linktree's account. But if you're free to use that, I would just link you up on that in the description. Now, if you start looking at this tool, which is Tap.Bio, I just go to Tap.Bio, and it is asking me to register. Now, let's say I want to make my Tap.Bio now, and it's asking me for my username. So let's say unbrandmeasia is my username, and this would be your username. It doesn't have to be your Instagram name, and it is associated with a URL or my email ID, which is this, and I just say next. It would send me a verification email to my Gmail or email ID associated, and it would ask me to put in the code. Now, where is my unbrandmeasia email ID? Here we go. Now, let me log into this and say next. The first email that I should see now should be from Tap.Bio with a 6-digit code or a passcode that it gives me. There you go. Now 273289, copy that, paste it, you can't. 273289, just say create my account. Now I've created a Tap.Bio account. Now the reason I was talking about this being a link tree is you will see why I said that. You will have one primary link which is called as Tap.Bio slash something, and that would come up with a tree structure where you could route it to a lot of other specific URLs where you would want people to go. Now let's look at that in a jiffy. Now let's say unbrand me Asia, and what should be the title? Now let's just say pick what interests you, or let's say choose from the following. Let's say continue. Now some of the tags, let's say I deal with fashion, style, lifestyle. What else? That's it. Let's say continue. Alright, now it's asking me a profile photo. I'm just going to ignore it because it's not that important at this point in time, so I'm just going to skip this, and there you go. Now if you're like me and you are not a big fan of this color that you see, you can simply go back and change it. I'll show you how in a second. Now these are the available options that you would want to create. Now let's say if you want to edit this card, you can edit this card. Now you can put a profile picture, you can put a website, this social account. Now you can do all these things, but that's not what we are after at this point in time. Now I just want to show you what all can be done using this Tap.Bio. So I'm just going to click on the options that we have, and these are the options. Now I can create a simple thing, which is I can promote a single call for action, which means I can just use one link here. Now let's say if I have a recent collection and if I want everybody to go there, recent collection, and I'm just going to say you don't want to miss the new arrivals, hurry up before we sell out. Now this is exactly what I'm going to say, and if you don't like this color, you can come back and change this color to anything that you're looking at. And if you're not good with selecting colors, you can always go pick another color from another reference point and just give a hexacode for that, and it should be done. Right now, if you want to add an image, you can change the original picture. Now these are the background picture. Now these are the options that we have. You can choose any one that you already have, like a background, if you can choose that. So just going to save it. Now this is what it's going to say, and add a link. I'm just going to say check, or simply say new collection here, and I'm just going to send people to any specific any specific page on the website. It doesn't have to be the home page. I can send people to, let's say we talk about this particular. Now let's say this is my new collection. Now new collection cannot be everything, right? Now let's say if this is my new collection, I can simply copy this URL and I can just put it in my Tap.Bio link, and I'm just going to say done. That's it. Right now, you might be wondering what happens when you do this. How will people see it? How would it be visible to them? Now, to be honest, all you have to understand is just be a little patient. And if you look at this, this is like a mini site. This is like a mini website where you have taken a small activity from your website and you're trying to direct people from this section to a particular section called new collection here, which will lead people to this specific URL. Now that's exactly what you're doing. Now, don't you want to see this in action? Let's get started. Now this is what happens when people go to your Instagram profile. When you post something in your stories, or when you post something on your Instagram, your existing followers would just look at these things. And let me also tell you that once this is done, you would have to save it. So let me save this, and when I save it, I get, let's say, this is the URL, say done. So I'm just going to save it, right? This is done. I just go here and I will say, let's say, copy the profile link. It's copied. Now I go to my Instagram, I edit my profile, and this would lead people to my homepage. So instead of that, I'm just going to use this URL and I'm just going to say submit. Now, this is what happens when you submit it. Now, we are sending people to a single link, right? Now, when people go to your Instagram profile and when you send them to check out what you have in your bio, so they come here and this is what they say in your bio. So they click on this and see where they're taken to. Right, so when they click on that your bio link, they're taken to this section. Now this section is where you have created your recent collection. Now they click on this link here, and this is when they get directed to the exact specific place that you wanted people to go. Now you could also do that here, right? Now you may be arguing with me that, or you might argue with me that I can also get the same thing done here. Why do I have to make a roundabout approach by creating something in Tap.Bio and sending people to this Tap.Bio URL first, and then clicking on that particular section which I wanted to, wanted people to go to, and then why should I send them? You might argue that. Now think about it. There are three things that you have to understand here. First thing that you have to understand, when people click on this, they would directly go to your homepage and nothing else, or any particular page that you choose. Now, if you come here, if you look at this, you would have to understand that this is coming in the form of a story, which means you can add multiple things. You just don't have to stop with one thing. Now, here you can only do one URL at a time, but here I can do one URL but many times. So I can have 4-5 tabs like these, or mini site tabs like these, which talk about different kinds of products. Right? Now that's exactly how it is different from sending people to just one particular URL on the page. Now that's the first thing that happens, or that's the advantage with Tap.Bio. Now the second thing that we would want to talk about is, let's go back to our Tap.Bio. Let's close this. Let's go to our Tap.Bio original tab or the site. Now let's start creating another card now. I don't want to create a simple card. I just want to create a card which is talking about multiple links, and using these I can direct followers to multiple links from a single card. Now if I click on that, I come here. Now this is where it really gets interesting, and this is my favorite. Now choose what you want, right? Click on the links below to know everything about us, right? Okay, now what do you want people to know about you? Let's say I just want a set of people who are interested in checking out my recent collection. They can go here, which is my website here, and I say that's it, done. Now the second link that I want people to go to is, if they're interested in shoes, I would want them to go to the shoes section, which is this one. So I just copy the URL which is talking about shoes. Let me go back here. Let me select shoes. Now let me select this. Now product category, canvas shoes. Now I would just put them here. Now I want people to look at t-shirts that I have, and I come here, go back to my home page, select the category t-shirts. Now let's say this is what I want people to go look at, right? Use the URL, done. Now these are talking about the products. Now let's say I want people to go to check out my YouTube collection or YouTube videos. Now let's say YouTube collection, and I'm just going to say www.youtube.com. I don't have a channel for this yet, so I'm just doing it, And if you have a YouTube channel that you want people to direct, you can just say YouTube collection, and then you can use that particular channel's name or the URL where you can directly send people. Now you can add another link, and you can say, what else can you say? You can send people to their Facebook Messenger, or message us on Facebook. right? Now say hi. Or you can simply say hi on Facebook. To make it a little more personalized, you can just say we are live, right? And here you can include your Facebook URL or the chat widget or whatever. Now let's say facebook.com/your page if you have one, and say done. You see how this is going? Now compare this with just having one URL here, which was unbrandmeasia.com, or any one specific URL where people click on that, they go to one particular section on your website, and if they're really keen on looking at, or if they really have the kind of time to explore through your website, which there is no guarantee, which definitely is not guaranteed, you can leave it to the luck, or you can include many fancy things like including a YouTube channel link here, which goes unnoticed, which might not be appealing to people. You can include a Facebook widget somewhere close by, or a Facebook link where people can connect you. But this is all chance, right? Now this gets much more interesting, where you're splitting things into micro sites, where you're directing people to each different section the moment when they click on these things. Now you can keep on clicking on these links, though I am not quite sure about how many links can you place at this point in time. Now, if you simply want to send them back to Instagram, you can simply say back to Instagram, and I'm just going to say copy my Instagram URL, right? That's it. That's about it. Now, if I have like an email sign up form on my page, or a landing page that I can simply add a link to that landing page, and I can ask people to email me. I can do a lot of stuff like that. Now, for the time being, let's say save, right? And let's copy the profile link. Now I go to Instagram. Now I say edit profile, copy my URL, which is already there. So people come to my Instagram profile, they click on, but remember one thing, don't assume people would automatically come to your profile and click on the link, because not everybody does that. So you still have to make engaging posts, you still have to make a lot of stories, you still have to make interesting content for people to come and look at your bio. But if you're making lousy content where people don't even come to your bio for the link, then that's going to go unnoticed. Now that is still a part of the equation, that creativity still has to be there. Now when people come here, they click on this. When they click on this, they go to my section where we are talking about a different set of cards that we have created. Right, now this is where they come. Now if they want recent collection, they're going to click on this, and they would go to my shop section on my page, right? And if they want to click on, let's say, any specific thing, like a YouTube channel, or if they want to go anywhere else, if they want to look at my t-shirts, that's what they're going to do. If they want to say hi to me on Facebook, they're going to click say hi on Facebook, and they can go to my Facebook page directly, where they can contact me, right? They can simply say message or anything like that, which is available here. Now they can look at any other thing that has to be done, and I am very successfully able to route people to my Tap.Bio profile, where I am able to get them perform any custom action that I always wanted them to. I could also look at people, click on my YouTube collection when they are done. Now please remember, all this is happening on a mobile phone, and this is not happening on desktop, right? Now on mobile phones, it is already difficult for people to browse websites and do a lot of stuff. Now this certainly makes it easy for people to really browse through contents very quickly, and not to have search things too much. Now if once they are done, if they directly want to go to Instagram, they can simply say back to Instagram, and they will go back to your Instagram profile. Now that's how handy it is, and that's what we're talking about. Now once this is all done, there's one last thing which I wanted to show you to make it a little more interesting, and I'm not going to dive deep into that, because that's for you to figure out, and you can start linking it with things that you already have. Now make your Tap.Bio. I already have one, so I just have to sign in. Now let's say sign in, it will be automatically signed in. Now if I'm trying to create a new card, I can try creating a new card for having an email collection form. Now if you are At this point in time, they only have MailChimp, so you can simply say MailChimp, connect your MailChimp, and then you can start collecting people's email IDs and you can ask people to subscribe from Instagram. How cool is that? Now, when people click on the link in your bio from your Instagram profile, they're taken to a Tap website where they could put in their email ID and subscribe, and this is how you can also collect email IDs. Now, in my opinion, this really is getting crazier as we speak. Now, another option that you would have is to click on your Instagram links if you really have a certain Instagram posts with links. Now you can do that. Now this card displays all of our Instagram posts that have links associated with them. Now if you want to try it, let's say add Instagram. Right, now let's authorize. Now it's going to fetch things from, let's say, now all of us know that there is going to be a shoppable section on Instagram, and you know, I post a link. I mean, it gets insane as I keep talking, because think about it. How many times have we not wanted to paste a URL to take people to that particular section? Now look at the first two products here. If I put the URL of this product in my bio, and if I, on my Instagram post, if I say do this and include a lot of hashtags, and if I say link in the bio, people go to the link in the bio, and when they click on it, they're only going to look at this. Now with this option of making posts clickable, you can assign different links for different kinds of products, and it gets better by the time, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Now you can enable people to act better and make better conversions using this option. Now, if you really want, if you're really somebody who is dependent on content and uploading content and making people consume a lot of content on your channel, so I would want people to send go to YouTube, and if I have like a channel on YouTube that I really want to. Now I would just show something as a sample for you. Now let's go to youtube.com, and once I go to youtube.com, I search for something which is, let's start for my other channel just to explain how things work. Now let's say I am looking at Digital Titans, which is my channel that I run. So Digital Titans, copy either the name of the channel. Right, okay, this is the name of the channel, so copy this, and the moment I put it here and I search for it, it automatically populates all the videos that have been uploading on my channel, and that's it. People can, now this is one excellent way for people to subscribe. Now when they click on this option, they're going to subscribe, and it gets very, very interesting going forward. Right, now depending upon what your activities are, what you want to keep looking at, you can set these things done for any number of activities that you have with one link that's being put up on your bio. Now as I said, one important thing to remember is you still have to send people to your bio. I mean, if people don't come to your bio, there is nothing that you can do about it. So your posts still have to be crazy enough, creative enough that they get tempted to click on your bio and see what you have in store. Now once they click on this, that's where the magic happens, and that's where you're going to get a lot of traction from people. I think that's it for now, and if you have any questions, you can always get back to me. If you need any other information about this session, you can look at it. If you want to look at more plans on this, you can click on this and see. There's a basic free plan, forever plan, right? And silver cards, you have $3 per month, and gold, you have about infinite number of cards. Now there's only one card that I can create. Now silver can have about 3 cards. Now gold can have about infinite number of cards. Platinum, you can get it custom branded and blah blah blah. So that's how it works. Now I don't think $3 per month is really difficult. Now I can get it done for my account with these plugs. I think that's more than enough for me. Now when I say one card, what they mean is they're just meaning this. Now we can only create one such thing. Now whatever you create will be a part of this thing. Now you can't streamline that. If you want to streamline that, you better go for another plan, which is a silver plan or a gold plan. Now pricing, although it is not bad, I leave that your jurisdiction. You can decide. You are the best judge of wanting to use these things done. And I think that's it for now. And I am very happy that I was able to bring this tool called Tap.Bio as a part of Tuesday Toolkit number 1, and I think episode number 1. I think the complete video will be uploaded in the next couple of hours for your consumption, and I will see you again next Tuesday with another exciting tool. In the meantime, if you have anything that you would want me to include, any tool that you would want me to make a video upon, I will be more than happy. Please leave a comment below and I shall get back to you. Thank you so much, guys. Have fun, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.